Hi, I'm Cameron Bonzi. I'm the Director of Marketing for Coast of Maine Organic Products, and I'm here today with Felicia Newman, who's our Quality Control Manager. And Felicia, we're going to talk about probably your favorite soil.
It is, yeah.
It's our Stonington Blend. It's our Platinum Growers Mix, and this was a project of yours. Tell us a little bit about everything that went into this.
So the intent of the soil is to have a pretty decent fertilizer charge. It's intended for potted plants or like container gardening, that kind of thing. So initially for the first 30 to 60 days, you don't need to add any additional fertilizer. So that was the goal going in. So there's actually a pretty wide range of fertilizers that are already in this. So we've got some kelp in there, alfalfa meal, fishbone meal, lobster meal, earthworm castings, mycorrhizal.
Yeah.
And so that's already mixed in. We also, historically our products, all of them are peat-based products. This particular SKU, we added cocoa. And that does a couple of things for us. Because this is intended to be for container gardening, actually you can see like that little piece.
Yeah, that little fiber that's
like
there.
when you process coconut, the husk that's around the outside is what we use in soil amendments.
Sure.
And there's two different layers. There's like the inner layer and then the outer layer. So this is actually part of the outer layer, these hairs. And then the inner layer is some of the lighter coloring flecks in here, and that is very hydrophilic, so it likes water. And peat does not, it's hydrophobic. So what that does when you add cocoa to a potting mix is it will actually retain water longer if you have cocoa in the potting mix. So that's why that's added in there. This also has 20% perlite for aeration. So you can water and have a nice light fluffy mix, and then that water is retained by the cocoa. And then if you, like sometimes you'll overwater and the water will run off. But the cocoa will actually hold on to that. And what happens when you overwater is your nutrients actually leach out. So the whole intent is to try to make it basically a really nice living space in your container plant.
But you don't want to overwater.
No, you want to try not to, but you have to put enough water in that you'll actually get water all the way down through the pot.
Okay. Is there any technique to making sure that you're doing that without overwatering?
So if you're looking at watering a plant, I've got a little parsley here. You look at the soil, and this one actually was just freshly watered this morning because we're in a greenhouse. But if you stick your finger into the first knuckle and you can feel moisture, then that's enough moisture. Don't add more. But if you stick your finger in and you're down to your second knuckle and you can't feel at your fingertip moisture in that soil, then you want to add some moisture. And if you add a little bit and then do that again and see how far down that penetrated in your plant.
So this is going to really bring a plant to almost its entire cycle without adding anything to it.
Yeah, it depends on what it is, how big the plant is, how much soil you have in the pot compared to how big the plant is, right? We've got some little primroses there. They don't require much. They're in very small pots. But if you get like a large tomato, for example, and you try to put it in this size pot, that's not enough soil for that.
So you're going to add to it. So it's all about the volume of soil. That's where the biology is, and that's what's going to be able to bring that plant to the full fruition of it. You can find our products at your local independent garden center. Go to our website, www.coastofmaine.com. We want to bring the coast of Maine to your backyard.